he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Detroit! Detroit! Check! Hot! Gun! 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 Hot!
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They go play action with Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! All right, here we go.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Going underneath for Lewis. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's complete to Parker, left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now a handoff for Drake. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Leopard! Leopard! 55! Right there!
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd and short, Drake. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle to Beckham. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throw outside. McCaffrey's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10.
Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw again is Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Marshall now, the return. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Right now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! Hot!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Spins by, leaves it for Petty. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Hurry up, here we go.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Motion, motion.
Hot! Hot!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And he's caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They go option right on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And the ball is knocked out. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gun!
Back to throw now on 1st down. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. Charles Tapper in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dumps it off to Lewis. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Over!
On 3rd down, Drake. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. We're back to Baltimore after this. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll start out here with the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Leopard! Leopard!
They go play action now. Jackson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Gun! Detroit!
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Leopard! Wide, get wide. Check 43. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 54, right there.
Jackson on 1st down. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
4 down, check, 4 down. All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll try and start this drive in the air toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Single receiver. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll throw now on the final play. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jackson now. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's got this down to the 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Gone! Here we go now. 3, 9, 2.
They go play action with Jackson. Deep ball for Goodwin. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Detroit!
Better bring. Let you know right now. Better bring.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mike's 5-4.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
SOS. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit!
Play action. It's Jackson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Now let's go. Green 39. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Hey, motion backfield. Motion. Pop.
And Jackson throwing once more. Over the middle to Beckham. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Alert.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Jackson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
3 down. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They run it with Balaj. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
53.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll drop to throw. Going underneath for Lewis. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once.
And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And the Eagles have scored again now to extend their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We got three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Back now in Baltimore. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Hot.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
4 down, check.
No, check. Patriot.
He's coming. We got double up.
Black 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here we go now.
They come out here in the I.
3-19.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Marshall now, the return.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to...
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Gone!
4 down. Check.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I see you, boy. I see you.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gone!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, they're going option left. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Here we go. Gun, 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 gun.
On second down, here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey. 4 down. Check nickel.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
That's it, baby.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And out come the Dolphins now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They're going to look to throw. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll drop to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a 1-score game. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Ravens, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside
for the queen.
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with it. I got it on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me up by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sister by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture me. You got this picture me. Pacific ice on my ocean. Ready for war like I'm Russian. Ladies should never the luggage. My diamonds they tussling. My neck and my belly. They call it for me and they. You want me like you, not look. Yeah, her Rex on her. Yeah, B-Rex better calm down. Yeah, if you go around, come around. Yeah, whole squad. Yeah, squad goes on me. Yeah, make some more shell on my toes. Yeah, Farrakhan glass for the chosen. Yeah, you can go and get mad. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag. Something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me up by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sister by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rats keep me up on only hold you. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture.
You got a picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My presence disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on